So let's make an example with custom enumerations. Again, we go to page parameters and select this time custom enumerations. And let's suppose we want to create an enumeration, a custom one for priorities. And in our case, we define priorities for only two levels. So we have high and we have low. We don't allow multiple values, and we also don't want to allow no values. So here's the priority. Next thing we want to do, as you remember, is to add a page parameter widget. So a user can select the values, and we have to pick here our priority value. So once we did that, the user is able to enter, to select between high and low. And now we want to create a pie chart which is dependent on the selection. And let's say our pie chart should display work items and separate them by status. So currently you see all work items and how they are distributed by status. Let's make it a bit smaller. Let's make just a width of 200. It's a bit too small. Let's make it 400. Right. And now, depending what the user selects, if he selects high, we want to display high and highest work items. So, first thing we shouldn't forget, switch to Lucene and velocity. And now we want to read out the parameter. So in our case, it's page parameters. To get the context, we ask for priority parameter, and now single value, the single value operation gives us the first value in the list. In our case, we have only one value, so it's not an issue. If we have multiple values, it will always give you the first one. This is not enough because we need to check if it is equal to high. And if this is the case, so let's add an if before. If our page parameter equals to high, then we query for all items which have, and that's the Polarion query again, priority colon, and now we say high or highest. That's it. And we can do the same now for the low value. So let's go to the next line. If it equals to low, we will search for low, lowest, or medium. And then we will show the status distributed for high or low level items. So let's see. There is a little error here. There it is. I forgot here the quotes. Yes, and now it works. So let's see if it is working. And just to be on the safe side, let's just copy this one here and add a list above. So we do the same here in a table block. Again, we say Lucene and velocity. And now, depending on the selection, we will see here low or high level items. And we want to show only the column priority. So here you can select what columns will be displayed. And now we have the priority here. Let's save it. And let's see what our report is doing. So we pick high. And you see we have only one high item, and as it's only one, the status is all of them are in open. Let's switch to low. There is much more. And here you can see the distribution.